What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more punk rock, and we're back to listen to a song by a band called Meet the Virus. Now, if you didn't know who Meet the Virus is, the story starts with a band called Naked Aggression. They formed in Wisconsin, I believe Madison specifically. I think shortly thereafter they relocated to California. They put out a number of albums, one of which I got pretty early on in my exploration of punk rock. It's called Bitter Youth. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if it's framed right, but I have the cover over there. We'll eventually listen to some songs on that. Oh wait, I did react to a song on that already. The last song, which is about sort of nuclear annihilation, mutually assured destruction. I did react to that one. So yeah, just go to my punk rock playlist and just, keyword search for Naked Aggression. I did react to one of their tunes already, but ultimately they released a few albums, and then unfortunately, I think the bassist, or maybe he was the guitarist, I think the bassist, but Phil Suchamel, who incidentally was the husband of the lead singer Kirsten Patches, he passed away. And I believe it led to the band sort of having to disband. And then a few years later, Kirsten, I think with maybe one of the same people, or maybe it was a different lineup, but they came back under the name Meet the Virus. And so that's what this album is. Now, to my mind, this is the only Meet the Virus album to date. Let me just make sure that's the case. Give me 1 second. Nope, this is all, that's all Naked Aggression stuff. So Meet the Virus, yeah, it's just one album. So yeah, it was 2003 on No Records. But as far as I know, this is the only release that they ever put out. It's a shame though, because I really do like their sound. It almost sounds kind of, very similar to Naked Aggression, but perhaps a bit more serious, a bit more of a mature sound. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you are familiar with the band. But we're going to listen to a tune called On My Own But Not Alone. This is a song about two, I think, sort of anecdotal, personal journeys from the sort of religious environment they were brought up within their families, ultimately transitioning to a rejection of that to a more secular mindset. Now, before I go any farther, I want to be clear. Everyone's welcome on this channel, and I never, when I talk about songs like this, I don't mean to be offensive in any way. I personally have a more secular outlook on the world, but ultimately I'm not dogmatic about anything. I'm always willing to reconsider, modify, or even abandon old views in light of new evidence and argumentation. And even if I don't come to ultimately change my opinion or accept the views of somebody else, that doesn't mean that we can't be great friends. It doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the same music. It doesn't mean that we can't discuss all manner of things. As long as people are willing to engage in a sort of live and let live mentality, I'd happily not only embrace that, but go even farther to a more like full and robust interaction between people of different backgrounds and different viewpoints and so on. So again, I'm a secular guy, but if you're not, that's totally cool. You are 100% welcome here. But again, this is a song about two people. Kirsten does one part of the song, but then there's a sort of breakdown moment, and a male member of the band, obviously it's not Phil Suchamel, but I don't remember the names of the other people in the band, so I'm not sure who it is, but he provides an anecdotal indication of like sort of his journey to non-religion and the sort of intense maybe anger and sort of feelings of ideological independence and wanting to reject what he had been inculcated with when he was younger. So again, it's a song about people ultimately saying, you know what, I don't actually, share the views of, my parents or so on, people who sort of try to instill that not only is this the right way to see the world, but that if you don't see it this way, it is morally bad, as if epistemology should have anything to do with morality, which I don't think it should. Ultimately, not being convinced by a set of ideas on an ontological level should not necessarily say anything about your ethics. So yeah, regardless, we're going to listen to, as I said, Meet the Virus, On My Own But Not Alone, the 6th song on their 2003 album, which is self-titled, I should add. I did want to say, if you can see the album cover up here, it's sort of like an anarchy logo, but it's like also a peace logo, and it's sort of like a person or like a humanoid type figure. It's a very like interesting sort of design, and basically the CD case is the same. But yeah, here we go. On My Own But Not Alone by Meet the Virus, 2003 on No Records. KNOW. I love that. cosmic purpose, then let us find ourselves a worthy goal. Carl Sagan. But yeah, she's not on her own. She has friends, she has bandmates, confidants. In reference to her friends specifically. I'm on my own supernaturally, but I'm not alone. That's what she's saying. Well, I love their sound. Adrenaline fueled. Oh. There it is. Declaration of personal strength. And again, if you grew up having someone tell you, like, if you reject this, it means you're bad, or, you know, I can understand how it would feel empowering to say, you know what, I'm not terrible, and I'm not alone. Hey, wait for it.
God, I'm dancing for myself. I'm gonna be on my own.
Come on.
I'm gonna be on my own, but I'm not alone. I'm gonna be on my own, but I'm not alone. I'm gonna be on my own, but I'm not alone.
Adrenaline fueled. As I said, I really like their sound, and as I said before, if you go back and listen to a lot of Naked Aggression stuff, it has a similar sound. It's just a bit like raw, a bit more sort of what's the word, like youthful. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but yeah, I do think this is in a very similar territory, just perhaps a bit more like mature, a bit more refined, a bit more serious. But yeah, I love the tune. Let me know what you think. And again, all people are welcome here, people of all philosophical and religious backgrounds. Like I said, I'm here to talk about music. Inevitably, when you talk about punk bands, you know, you will encounter lyrical content which forces you to talk about different worldviews and their contrasting values and so on. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to talk about music, and I enjoy that there would be people of different backgrounds and different mindsets who can still share an appreciation of, you know, whether it's musical content or lyrical songwriting and so on. In any case, thank you for listening and watching. I will see you next time. Peace.